boss say, yo, Mr. Tufton, come have a get ready, come. Shh. Go on decent now. Good night, sir.
Mr. Romeich, how are you?
Good night, sir.
How
Mr.
are you, sir?
Tufton. People, big up the boss. Welcome him to the Romeich Live.
No, man, happy to be here, but I have a confession to make. I hope you don't mind.
What that know?
Well, I was kind of hoping that when I came on, I would have said SHENSEEA, not you. But anyway, I'll do it you for now.
Well, so SHENSEEA then I see him also.
Really?
But
carry on then.
No, we have to keep the live if you're next year.
How you doing? All right?
Yeah, man, good man.
Nice, nice. Well, I have to commend you. For starters, and all seriousness now, you are one of those guys that have always reached out and said, listen, I want to help with this COVID thing. And I have to just tell all of your fans that I don't reach out to you, you reach out to me.
That is true.
I really respect that, because I do believe that the following and the respect and the base that you have at all levels of the society, included and others, it is so important that we recognize that all of you have to tackle this thing. It can't be one segment of the population. So I really want to just big you up and big up your team and your crew, and just say I'm here to, answer any questions, but just to say, boy, we have to work together.
Yeah, man, we all have to work together. You remember my motto, from day one is one team.
So things otherwise?
Boy, from we have life, we have everything here, big boss. Me I work only, but me see I work more than me.
No. I would never be so presumptuous. I follow you, and I see the work. I mean, you're working more style than me. I mean, like some of the brands that we see, and the traveling and all them things. I can't do that. I have to stay put on the ground, but I think we all have to do what we have to do, right? And that's
we have to do. All we have to do some form of work for better. At the end of the day, all we have one goal, which is for better our country and better our family and friends.
The fact is, it is possible that any one of us can. Now, this vaccine is a big controversial issue. I know a lot of people are against it, and a lot of people in your fraternity, dancehall, music, I've heard many comment on it, say them don't want the virus, the vaccine. Listen, vaccines have been part of Jamaica from long before me and you born. Yep. The truth is that this vaccine, all it does, is not the virus. Very important, because people think it's a virus we're injecting in your body. It mimics or imitates the virus, so it's not the virus. And what it does, it helps your body to build up a resistance to the virus if you get it. So why when you get a little fever or a little chill or a little headache when you take it, all it does is that it's telling your body, say, listen, build up the power so when the virus comes, you can fight against it. That's all it does. It don't contaminate you. It don't put no chip inside of you, no code. It don't make you worse off. It actually make you better off. And I really respect that a man like you take it, because I know that the distractions are there saying otherwise.
All right, what you mean I say now? My respect for taking it. I went on a tour in October and we did 4 shows, right? Overseas here in America, where they don't have any ban for shows. And I did not get any virus at all, dealing with like maybe about 20 to 30,000 people at different events. But we came across hundreds of persons that who wear a mask, who sanitize or whatever. And we didn't get the virus. And I have friends that have just been in their house and get the virus because me can't tell nobody what they're doing. Everybody free for do what they do. But if you're a business person, especially entertainers, everybody is free for their judgment. Everybody is free to do what they want to do. But I know that I'm a businessman and I have to travel a lot. And I caught the virus and it wasn't very good and I don't want to catch it again. So I don't see it. Everybody will basically live in America that related to me took it. And I had second thoughts about it, but me make them go be the test dummy them first and then go take it. You understand?
Well, you raise an important point, I think, that needs to be said. The virus is highly contagious. It's one of the most we have come across. In other words, you talk to somebody and you'll be surprised when you're talking to somebody how much body fluid is exchanged. You know, if you touch them, because people talk and it is in the air and it touch the surface and you touch the surface and you pick up the virus that are most likely to get sick and to go to hospital and die, because they are the ones by virtue of age with immune system that is weaker, or them have comorbidities, we call it. So meaning them have arthritis, diabetes, they may have had cancer and recovered, hypertension or high blood pressure. When you have them conditions, then what happens is that the virus will have a bigger impact on you and you could die. In fact, 80% of the deaths, Romeich, in Jamaica, of the 700 and odd deaths over the last year from COVID, were over 60. So is your mother and your grandmother that we're trying to say, make we try and preserve them first. Most of the people who have had the virus were under 50, but most of them recover. Them get it, them go home, them sleep, them take medication, and they get better. And so what we do is put priority groups. People them on the front line, like the nurses and doctors, the older people, and then we work our way down. But the vaccine can be given to anybody over 18 years old.
Okay. Well, that's good then, because what I notice, remember said with the blitz, with the sister, well, if people at Jamaica, they don't want to take the vaccine, So maybe you need to have a next blitz.
We have a lot of blitz, but we need some...
I'm sorry, but I'm going to give you a dream. See?
Hi.
Oh my God, wait. Hello, SHENSEEA, how are you? Well, I can only follow you online because Romeich hiding you, or I don't know,
I'm here, man.
Nice to meet you finally, even remotely.
You
All
too.
is well?
All is well. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm working hard, and when I need a little break,
So like a lyrics, me, I know.
No, I tell you, no, can I tell you? I'm a politician, so we have lyrics. We're politicians, but
sorry.
All right, but what I will say, you are very talented, and I want to respect you. Take care.
Yeah, we don't want to go screen record. I get your
No, all I'm saying is that you're talented. That's all.
We have to sign in and we have to come back. And I saw it today, so I just want to know, because we have the vaccine now. So when we go online and we do that little thing because a lot of people don't know. We have to go online and sign up to go back in the country. We have to take the test and show them. So two things I'm going to ask you in one. When we go online and sign up, one, do we have to why is it that when we reach to the airport and coming through, they say even if we're vaccinated, we still should quarantine?
All right, those are very good questions, and it's really important for people to understand. First of all, when you get the vaccine, it doesn't prevent you from getting the virus. What the vaccine does, Romeich, it strengthens your body to deal with the virus. So when you get the virus, you have the vaccine, you are going to be able to cope with it. So chances of you dying from it are going to hospital. Is that our quarantine is that if you have the virus, even though you're not sick, we still require you to recover so you don't spread it to somebody else. That's the only reason. It's not just about you, it's about the other people that you come in contact with. Now, when that will be eased is when we vaccinate a certain amount of the population. Because right now we only vaccinate about 5% and 7% of the target. When we get up to more, then we know that even if the virus is in the population, people are protected. So the people you come in contact with are like you with the vaccine, so they won't get affected. So it's just a rationale of trying to protect each other. That's why we still have the program.
Well, you know, and that's good because you just teach me something a while ago, which really makes sense. The vaccine is not to say that you can't catch a virus. It's just to really control it.
Listen, Romeich, let me tell you something. I don't underestimate the impact and the reach of the local culture as reflected in music, in art, in dance, in craft, in rum, in spices. Listen, Jamaica is an amazing place, you know. When you know that, whatever we say about ourselves, we are bigger and better. We punch much more powerful than our size.
Yeah.
And as politicians, as public policy makers, in a time like this, and I think the Prime Minister has done an amazing job providing leadership, Andrew Holness. I have a lot of regard for him as my leader. And the cabinet, and indeed the other agencies that have played a role. Because, you know, I have to say this, and I'm not being political, but we were at the right place at the right time to provide leadership on this issue. And I'm not going to apologize for it. But the truth is, we need people like you, because you break it down at a level that I can't break it down. When SHENSEEA did the ad about the mask wearing, I mean, you know, SHENSEEA is not, I couldn't do that. How could I do that? You know what time you tell people to wear masks? I don't let them listen to me. They listen to SHENSEEA, right? The point is, all of us have to do what we have to do. And we have to recognize that. And we have to embrace that. And we have to show respect for that. And that's why I think you have to be commended for agreeing to play your part in this big fight, you know.
So you think that the vaccine going to get mandatory across the world or in Jamaica?
Well, you know, right now it's not. So people have a choice. You said it earlier. You say you took the vaccine and you not tell nobody what to do. And their business that, and they must choose. What is important is that we explain to people why it is of value to them to take the vaccine. In the world right now, that is the case. I don't know of a country that makes it mandatory, even though I've seen some discussions around particular segments of society that say you can't work in a particular location or something like that if you don't get the vaccine. So laws have been changing, our policies have been changing. There are some vaccines that we require in our country before you can get into the public school system and so on. What people need to understand, you know, is that vaccines have saved many lives in Jamaica from long time. I mean, it's part of our human development that we have bought into and supported.
Give me an example, like which one?
So, you know, in my days, I have here on my arm a little scar, and most people my age is it was about the measles and the mumps and the chicken pox, the rubella. Those things. Polio was a big thing in Jamaica, threatening the whole population. It's a vaccine that saved us and got rid of that virus. I
think me have one too, you know.
Exactly. And you're a younger boy than me, right? The point is, some of the people who argue against vaccine don't even realize that them get one when they did born. Them mother carry them go get it. That's how they went to school. So education about the issue is very important, and we have to try and explain that to them. It's no different from what we're doing now.